Hello everyone, I'm Nemo here, and we're back with another Let's Read Give Yourself Goosebumps. It's been a really long time since I've done this. I apologize. I really like doing these. I originally want to do this like a bi-weekly series, so that's obviously, not been... I should have been kept to that schedule, but I haven't, so hopefully we're going to try to be more consistent with this. But this time we're going to be covering Invaders from the Big Screen. So it is number 29, so it's like one of the last couple of Give Yourself Goosebump books, and it's in this new style. So if you're not familiar with the format of the show, Let's Read Give Yourself Goosebumps is where I read out loud my adventure through this Choose Your Own Adventure book, and I have 2 attempts to get to a good ending. If you get to the good ending, video stops, game over, we win. So that means I can't die twice. So if I die twice, then that's it. It's over. So we'll just kind of jump into it. The new multiplex is finally open, and you're first in line to see one of 3 killer movies. What will it be? Choose Going Ape in Blastovision or House of 100 Horrors, and you'll get a big shock when you get sucked right into the big screen. Before you escape, you'll have to face ferocious giant apes, cannibals, and even vampires. But don't think you're taking the easy way out if you choose Agent Z versus Dr. Aqua. Just one warning, look out for humanigators. It's weird, I guess this is a hybrid between a human and an alligator. That's really weird. This scary adventure is all about you. You decide what will happen, and you decide how terrifying the scares will be. So go ahead and jump into it. Invaders from the big screen. Finally, you step up to the ticket window. You feel as if you and your friend Laura have been standing in the line at the multiplex all day. As usual, you spent the entire time arguing about which movie to see. Laura is nervous about seeing House of 100 Horrors. She's kind of a movie wimp. Going Ape and Blastovision is another possibility. A movie about a giant ape trained for combat games could be cool, especially since the ad promised that Blastovision makes you feel as if you're in the movie. For reals. Totes real. But watching your favorite superhero Agent Z battling the evil villain Dr. Aqua might be a good choice too. So what will it be? The woman behind the window asks. You turn to Laura. Okay, you announce. Time's up. We have to choose. Laura rolls her eyes. You pick, she declares. You always hate the movies I like anyway. That's just what you hoped she would say. But now it's up to you. So we got 3 choices, 3 movies. House of 100 Horrors, Agent Z versus Dr. Aqua, Going Ape and Blastovision. So, you know me, I'm all about the horror. So, it's got to be House of 100 Horrors. I have to. It speaks to me. I'm a sucker for the classic haunted house stories and movies. So let's see what horror's lie behind. And I swear, if it's less than 100 horrors, I'm gonna demand my money back. It's ridiculous. You head for the theater showing House of 100 Horrors. Are you sure you want to see this? Laura asks nervously. It sounds kind of scary. House of 100 Horrors. No shit. The scarier the better, you give Laura a wicked grin. Anyway, you add reassuringly, it's just a movie. If you wimp out, just cover your eyes. You reach for the door when a hand grabs your shoulder. Where do you think you're going? A voice behind you demands. You whirl around. A little old lady stands in front of you. Where do you think you're going? The woman repeats. Without these. She hands you and Laura each a pair of 3D glasses. They'll make the movie seem more real. It's already pretty real in itself, right? Cool, you exclaim. You always wanted to see a 3D movie. You and Laura put on the glasses. You turn to thank the woman. She's gone. Ah! Oh, so scary. Ah! A tiny old woman just disappeared for no reason. Oh! On the edge of my seat already. The movie hasn't even started yet, and I'm already scared beyond rational thought. You and Laura scurry into the seats in the front row. Spooky music fills the theater as the movie begins. Spooky music! Oh man, the atmosphere is just dripping with fear. Awesome. The glasses do make the haunted mansion look real. You feel as if you could touch the gnarled, twisted bushes. And step onto the creaky old porch. The movie is about a pair of twins, Wendy and John, who have come to visit their Aunt Kitty. No one has seen her for many years. No wonder, you think, who would want to hang around in this ugly old place? It's the perfect setting for a scary movie. Feel Laura shiver beside you. John reaches for the front door. It swings open by itself, and the moment the twins step inside, the door slams shut behind them. They frantically rattle the doorknob. Locked. Big surprise, you mummer. You know how these movies work. Aunt Kitty, Winnie calls. Aunt Kitty, where are you? She and her brother try to open the door. No luck. Furious, John pounds the wall beside the door with his fists. The wall shifts under his hand. He stumbles forward into the blackness. Help, he cries. Something is sucking me in. John must have hit a secret panel. You grin. No haunted house is complete without one. Your 3D glasses make it seem as if you're falling with him. Laura must have had the same feeling. You're leaning forward in her seat, just like you, falling. Then suddenly, it's not just a feeling anymore. You really are falling. You tumble forward with such a force that you hit the ground with a hard thud. Laura lands beside you. You sit up totally embarrassed. Everyone in the audience must think you and Laura are complete geeks to get so into the movie. But as you glance around, you make a terrifying discovery. You aren't in the theater. No audience, no movie screen, no popcorn containers and soda cups littering the aisles. Nothing. Just a damp, musty smell and darkness. Uh-oh. It's getting totes real up in here. Where are we? Laura asks in a shaky voice. What happened? I don't know. Maybe we fell into a basement under the movie screen, you suggest. Sounds reasonable. Only you don't really believe your own explanation. A rustling sound makes your spine tingle. Wherever you aren't alone. Who's there, you call? Before you can hear an answer, Laura grabs your arm. She shrieks in terror. Oh no. What could it possibly be? Look, Laura screams. It's them. How can that be? Ow, you cry. Laura's so freaked out she digs her nails into your arm. You have to pry her fingers off before you could turn to see where she is pointing. Your mouth drops open in shock. Now you understand why Laura is cowering beside you. Standing in front of you are twins, John and Wendy, only they aren't images from a movie screen. They're real as you and Laura, and they look just as scared as you feel. It's hard to believe, but there's only one explanation for what you're experiencing. Somehow you fell right into the movie. Whoa! Or you took some really gnarly drugs before watching the movie. I don't know. That sounds terrible. 12-year-old kids taking drugs, that's terrible. Okay. Who are you? John demands. And what have you done with Aunt Kitty? And why did you lock us in the house? His twin yells. Whoa, slow down. You hold up your hands to stop their accusation. We didn't do anything. Yeah, Laura adds. We don't even know how we got here. You quickly explain about the movie and the 3D glasses. Finally, the twins believe you. He's like, hold on. Like, you guys are in a movie. Your character is in a movie. And you're like, yeah, sure, yeah, I totally believe you. I'm not going to dispute this at all. Not how it usually works in these kind of situations. I have a feeling we'll need those glasses to get back home, you say, but they fell off on the other side of that secret panel. Do you know how to open it? No, John admits. But I'm sure Aunt Kitty does. If you help us find her, we'll help you find your way back home. Laura raises an eyebrow. You know that expression. That means she isn't sure what to do. Maybe you should figure out how to get back on your own. After all, this movie is probably all about terrible things that happen while the twins search for their aunt. But you don't know if you're able to open the panel without help. What should you do? We got two choices, and it really just boils down to, are we going to stay together or are we going to split up? Now, if you know horror movies like I do, never split up. Worst idea ever. So we are not splitting up. We're staying with them. We're going to help them find their Aunt Kitty. So that's the plan. I don't know whether or not how meta this book is, and it's like, oh, we knew you were going to try to be smart, and you think you know horror movies, we're going to just turn the tables on you and screw you over. Okay, you declare, we'll help you find Aunt Kitty. And we'll help you find your way back to the movie theater, John promises. You follow the twins down a long, dark hallway lined with life-size paintings of sad, weird-looking people. Cobwebs cling to the frames. You shudder, wondering if these people fell into this house like you and never got out. You arrived at a crumbling staircase leading down. Do you know where that goes? You ask the twins. Before they answer, you hear a noise behind you. What's that? You cry, rumbling around. Then you laugh. The sound that scared you is just the thwomp, thwomp, thwomp of a large bouncing ball. You're about to make a joke when you realize there's something terrifying about that ball. No one is bouncing it! Oh my god! A ball that is just bouncing by itself. That's, wow, that is, I don't know what number of horrors that would be, like maybe number 72 of terrifying horrors. The ball that bounces by itself. Ooh. Got me. You got me good there. Laura drags you to the staircase. Let's go, she urges, before that bouncing ball bounces over here. But maybe you should try to catch the ball. Find out where it came from. Or maybe you should stick with a plan to find Aunt Kitty. This is like the stupidest thing. Okay, let's split up from the group and catch this bouncing ball. Yes, this sounds like it's going to be crucial to our survival and getting out of here. Catch this stupid ball. No, we're going to stick with a plan. We got to help these kids find their aunt. That's what we're going to do. Not doing something stupid. But I am curious to see what happens. That bouncing ball gives you the creeps. You dash down the stairs. Only the stairs aren't there anymore. Your feet fly out from under you as you reach for the wooden railing. It crumbles into dust in your hand. You slide down a slick, flat surface into complete darkness. Crash! You land on a pile of metal. Oomph! You grunt as the twins slap on top of you. Ouch! Laura bangs into the twins. I've had enough rides for one day. You mutter, picking yourself up off the floor. Again. Now where are we? Laura wails. You stare at the pile of metal on the floor, or armor. You gaze around. You've seen rooms like this before. In books and movies, I think we're in some kind of dungeon, you reply. The twins stare at you, their eyes wide. Why would Aunt Kitty have a dungeon in her house? John asks. Maybe that's kind of getting into Aunt Kitty's personal love life there. Maybe, you know, she's got like some crazy sex dungeon down there. I don't know, you know, it's just not, this isn't no judging zone. You do what you want. The twins stare at you, their eyes wide. Why would Aunt Kitty have a dungeon in her house, John? Good question, you begin. A loud screeching noise interrupts you, like the sound of fingernails on a blackboard. And whatever is making the sound is coming closer. It's like, oh my god, there's a blackboard. A floating hand that just, you know, just scratching its nails across the chalkboard for no reason. Other than it's spooky. It's downright horrifying. You dash to a stone archway. You peek out to try to discover what is making that awful noise. Weird, you murmur. A suit of armor clanks down the hall. You turn back to the twins. Ugh, guys. Any reason a knight in armor would be roaming around down here? Laura snickers. Do you think Aunt Kitty is dressed up in a night suit? Did you say armor? Gosh, John stammers. You don't like how scared he sounds, or how pale his face is suddenly. We've heard terrible stories, Wendy wails from the corner. After empty suits of armor searching for a body. Empty? How can an empty suit of armor get around, you wonder? We don't know it's empty, you point out. You peek out from the archway again. Laura squeezes behind you. The knight stands in the hallway. Slowly he turns his head. You figure he's trying to decide which way to go. Then you notice his visor is up, and instead of a face, there's nothing. Oh no! That what number would that be? Let's say it's number 69. Why not? That's a good number, right? Nothing wrong with that number at all. Empty, you murmur. Yikes! Laura squeals. The armor freezes. The visor snaps down with a click. Smart move, you mutter. It heard you. Now it knows where we are. You're exactly right. The suit of armor slowly turns around. It heads straight for you. But it's just an empty suit of armor. It slowly turns around. It hits. But it's just an empty suit of armor, Laura stammers. It can't hurt us. Yeah, right, you mumble sarcastically. Just like it can't walk, we better move it. If we don't get out of here fast, that armor is going to have 4 bodies to choose from. Ours. Oh no. What's going to happen to our kids here? You dart across the room to a thick wooden door with all 4 of you tugging. You manage to get it open. Once inside, you shove the door. You shove the door shut. Now all you can do is hope the armor gives up on you. Gazing around, you realize that the room isn't completely empty. A large dresser stands against the far wall. Let's check it out, you all across to the dresser. I like how the kid's first instinct is like, quick, let's go look what's in the dresser. We were just being chased around for our lives from this magical, ghostly, possessed knight suit of armor, and it's our first instinct. There's a dresser. Let's go check it out. There's lettering on the middle drawer. You wipe away the dirt and read the words aloud. Helter skelter drawer. If at first you don't succeed, try. Helter skelter drawer. If at first you don't succeed, try again. You gaze up at Laura and the twins. What do you think the message means? Laura shrugs. Leave it alone. Everything in this place is too weird. But you can't resist. You slowly pull open the drawer. You fumble around until you feel something smooth. You wrap your fingers around it and pull it out. A key, Laura exclaims. She takes it from you. Maybe it's the key where Aunt Kitty is. John suggests. Check the drawer again. No, Laura objects. We should keep searching for Aunt Kitty. I think that armor has given up on us. We might find something else we'll need, Wendy argues. Or something deadly, Laura counters. All 3 of them stare at you. What should you do? Yeah, I mean, let's find out if there's anything else useful in this drawer. You never know. Oh, crap. Wendy's right. You might find something useful in the Helter Skelter drawer. Or really cool, you pull the drawer open again and pull out a toothbrush. You stare at the object in your hand. Laura snorts. Oh yeah, that will come in handy. You toss the toothbrush aside and reach again. Only this time you don't feel anything. There's got to be something else in there, you mutter. You reach further into the drawer. So far you practically crawl inside the dresser. Youch! Something bit you. You try to yank your arm back, but whatever has you in its teeth grips you tightly. You feel yourself being dragged into the dresser. Laura and the twins try to pull you out, but it's no use. The fanged creature is too powerful. With a sharp tug, you are yanked all the way into the dresser. The drawer shuts with a slam. Oh, well, maybe the next person to reach into the Helter Skelter drawer will have enough luck for the both of you. Maybe the next person will pull you out. Maybe the next person will pull out you. The end. So we died. Got swallowed up. So let's retrace our steps. So that's the first step. We really gotta keep ourselves from getting another one, because that would just end the journey, and then we will fail again, as we so often do in the Let's Read Give Yourself Goosebumps. So this time we're just going to leave the room. It's fine. Laura's right, you tell the twins. We better not press her luck. The twins grumble a bit, but they agree you should get back to searching for Aunt Kitty. You pull the door open a crack. The coast is clear. No haunted armor. This edge is too creepy, you say. Let's find a way back upstairs. Agreed. Laura asks. Wendy and John nod. Easier said than done. You wander from what feels like hours without ever finding a staircase. You have to keep on the lookout for the empty suit of armor. Luckily, it clanks so loud that you can hear it long before it finds you. You duck around a corner to keep out of sight. There has to be a way up, you complain. You keep your voice low so the armor doesn't hear you. Not in this crazy house, Laura grumbles. You sigh and lean against the wall. Look out, John shouts. So we'll find a secret passage, probably. Or the wall's just going to grab me and eat me. John reaches for your arm and yanks you forward. You almost fell into an Iron Maiden, he cries, pointing behind you. A what? Laura asks. John explains that Iron Maiden is an ancient torture device. You stare at the coffin-shaped box. It's lined with sharp metal spikes inside. Anyone shut up inside that thing would be pierced right through. You shudder. Let's get out of here, you urge, backing away from the Iron Maiden. But how, Laura demands. We've been searching and searching for a way out. Nothing. A voice from above makes you jump. If getting upstairs is what you like, it announces, climb in the box, but avoid the spikes. Who said that, you demand, when he points a shaking figure above the Iron Maiden. A parrot. Ooh. A parrot, a talking parrot, in a haunted house. Ooh, so scary. Oh, just what? What? That's not scary at all. Why is a parrot in a haunted house? It, if it had to be a bird, it'd be like a raven or a crow, an owl maybe, but not a parrot. No, that's terrible. A parrot exclaimed. You stare at the birdcage swinging from the ceiling. What is a parrot doing down here? See, this kid knows what's up. What is anything doing down here? Laura comments. More. Important, John adds. Why is it telling you to get into the Iron Maiden to go upstairs? Because it wants you to die. Because it's a dick. If getting upstairs is what you like, the parrot repeats, climb in the box but avoid the spikes. You stare at the Iron Maiden. Get in there, you exclaim. Get in there? Get in there, the parrot mocks you. You're crazy, you shout at the parrot. I'm not getting in that thing. You're crazy. You're crazy, the parrot squawks. Wait, Laura interrupts. Maybe there's another way to get inside the Iron Maiden. You stop yelling at the parrot and stare at the Iron Maiden. The four of you examine the deadly box. You discover a small handle on the side. You yank it open. All you see is black. Should we get in? Laura asks shakily. Your palms sweat as you think about the sharp metal spikes. Either the Iron Maiden will be the way upstairs, or it will turn you into a big piece of Swiss cheese. What should you do? I mean, obviously, they've been searching for a very long time, and they have found the staircase. So, that seems like a logical way to move on. So let's go ahead and do it. Do it. You brace yourself for the sharp metal spikes. Nothing. Instead of piercing pain, you feel a cool breeze coming from above you. That means there's an opening somewhere overhead. You feel around carefully in the blackness. You don't want to get spiked. What you discover is that the Iron Maiden is built into the wall. The opening you crawled into is the foot of a narrow staircase. Come on, you call. The parrot was right. This does lead upstairs. Before you carefully make your way up the tiny winding staircase. At the top is a trap door. You climb out and find yourself in a dusty hall lined with tall wooden doors. You dash over to the first door and turn the knob. Locked. Laura and the twins try opening doors. They're all locked. Okay. Great, John grumbles. Aunt Kitty could be getting behind any one of these doors, and we can't get to her. Maybe we can, Laura pipes up. She pulls the key out of her pocket, the key from the helter-skelter drawer. But which door? When he asks. There are dozens of them. You scan the hallway. You point to 3 doors at the end. Those are the only doors that take an old-fashioned key like this one, you state. Great, then that narrows it down, Laura says, but which one should we try first? You approach the doors with the old-fashioned locks. A large sign hangs above them. You gulp as you read it aloud. Behind these doors, danger lurks. Ooh. You notice each door has a faint inscription. One door reads playtime. The middle door reads musical interlude. The last door reads portraits. They don't sound very scary. Much like the story so far. Not all that scary. It's more like an episode of Scooby-Doo. They don't... Laura holds the kid out to you. Which door should we try? So we got playtime, musical interlude, portraits, playtime, musical. Which one intrigues me the most? Let's go with musical interlude. Nothing bad ever happens with a musical interlude, right? We should be fine. What could be dangerous about a musical interlude, you say? Exactly. This kid is... We're like on the same page. We are cut from the same cloth. He knows what's what. You enter the door and discover a large grand piano playing itself. No big deal, you declare. I've seen player pianos before. Not like this one, Laura points to the keyboard. She's right. Instead of black and white keys, this piano has black and white teeth. Check this out, John calls. He stands by a row of doors numbered 1 through 5. And this, when he holds up a piece of sheet music, I bet this is some kind of clue. How can it be a clue, you argue? It's just musical notes. You're the one who took piano lessons, Laura responds. Oh, but piano lessons could be murder. Yeah. Anyway, you figure it out. You study the music carefully. I think the notes spell out words. You suggest if we play them correctly. Laura nods at the piano. Go to it, maestro. If only you practice more. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna mess up here. Okay, what do the notes spell? Okay, so we got, there you go, some sheet music there. I actually learned how to read sheet music back in my middle school days when I was in the orchestra. So, not that I can really remember any of this now. Yeah, so either it spells dead face, we think it says faded age. Oh boy. So we really just have a 50-50 chance of getting this right. So I think faded age. Let's go with that. Okay. The moment you sit at the piano bench, the piano stops playing. The sudden silence makes you nervous. Your fingers tremble as you place them on the toothy keyboard. You play the notes fade age or faded age. You move your fingers quickly after the last note. Silence. More silence. And you're about to try again when the piano begins a new tune. It sounds familiar. I know that piece of music, Laura cries. It's Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. You snort, big deal. How's that going to help us? Laura rushes over to the doors. Don't you see? It must mean that Aunt Kitty is behind door number 5. Brilliant, Wendy exclaims. Way to go, John adds. You wish you had figured that out. Now I just feel like an idiot. So, we're going to try door number 5. Hopefully not die. You door open, door number 5. Aunt Kitty, the twins cried, dashing into the room. We found you. You stare at the little old woman sitting by a window. You recognize her from somewhere. Then it hits you. She was at the movie theater. She gave you the 3D glasses. Whoa! Thank you for helping us, John says, and now I'll help you, Wendy adds. Aunt Kitty, these two want to get back home. You gaze at Aunt Kitty. You hope she knows how to get you out of this movie and back to reality. Your reality. You cross your fingers for luck. Aunt Kitty reaches to a large handbag sitting at her feet. She pulls out 2 pairs of 3D glasses. I think you dropped these, she says. They should do the trick. Will they? I mean, come on. Obviously, it worked the first time. Why wouldn't it work again? You and Laura slip on the glasses. Suddenly, you're back in the seats at the movie theater. We did it, Laura exclaims. We're back home. Yes! You stare at the screen at Aunt Kitty and the twins. They smile and wave at you. Oh man, this is heartwarming. See you soon, Aunt Kitty calls. Wait a minute, what's that? What's that supposed to mean? I don't know. Okay. Real soon, twins add. I don't know if I can help you think. It was really bizarre to be trapped in that haunted house movie. Let's go, you tell Laura. You scramble out of your seats and down to the aisle. You and Laura hurry out the theater. Outside you blink in the bright sunlight. You catch a quick glimpse of a poster at the entrance. Oh no, you gasp. What's wrong? Laura asks. But you can't answer. All you can do is point a trembling finger at the poster. It reads, Coming soon. Return to the House of 100 Horrors. The end. So that's actually, it's not a bad ending. It's just like, ooh, there could be a sequel at some point. Probably not. Probably not, because there was never a sequel to The Invaders from the Big Screen 2. So, boom. We actually won. It's very rare that we actually beat one of these books. But we did it. You know, it's probably a combination of luck. But you know, I would like to think of it part of a bit of skill on my part, is I've done this long enough where I know what to do, even though I died once in this, but you know, that is beside the point. We won. The day is saved. 2 kids avoided getting murdered or dismembered or whatever, and that's really the important thing to take away from this. So I hope you guys have fun with this. And so that's it. So like all the other Let's Read Give Yourself Goosebumps episodes, if you enjoyed this book and want me to try another path, either the other 2 movies that we didn't go into, or if there is a previous book that I covered in this series that you want me to return to and try something different, then just let me know. Or if you have a recommendation of a Give Yourself Goosebumps book that you want me to cover in the future, just let me know down in the comments. And let me know what you thought about this book. I had a lot of fun with this. I was really excited about the House of 100 Horrors. But, you know, maybe there's always the branching storylines in these books. Some of them are better than others, so I don't know whether or not the Going Ape and Blastovision or Agent Z vs. Dr. Aqua, if those were going to be more entertaining and fun. I don't know. So, that's all I have for you guys this time. I hope you enjoyed Invaders from the Big Screen. Until next time, give yourself goosebumps. Bye.